What would it look like if I made a board game dating profile? Would people swipe right on me? What would I talk about? Would board games be a good way to get to know someone during a date? To figure all this out, I made a board game Tinder profile. Actually, yeah, he made a Tinder profile. Yeah, I'm too busy for this stuff, okay? So we made Pranav a profile.
How much board game related stuff I can put on a Tinder profile and still get matches.
And we went all the way with it. Can we play board games via Tinder? Please play board games with us. Please play board games with us. Please play board games with us. We're gonna show the entire process of planning and making the profile with Pranav, our resident Casanova.
Yeah, I guess we don't really need a pickup truck shot.
Photographed by me, the ex-NASA photographer who's helped many others with their dating app profiles. At the end, we'll report back with all our findings.
Genuinely, board games are not a bad idea.
But first, we gotta talk about game theory tables, our homies who have been providing us with board game tables to have tons of our experiences on. Like, look at this Origins fully utilized for POK. You see these cup holders, they're used for pieces, for ease of mind. Also, Daniel won't shut up about how much he loves the Origins.
I love the Origins table. This is a chunky boy. It's got, I don't even know what these are called, but
No, like seriously, 99% of our reviews are shot on the Origins table, and we play games on the Origins at minimum once a week. Anyways, if you want to upgrade your board gaming nights like us, check out their website in the description below. You can use the code SHELFSIDE for a free layout on the table. Now, back to Tinder. We're gonna do it. Yeah, so I've outsourced my dating app profile to someone taller, Pranav here.
I'll murder you.
Taller and more handsome than me. So we're making the profile, we're trying to get hits.
All right, okay.
We're opening it to boys and girls.
Okay.
let's say men and women.
Men and women, sure.
Boys and girls.
Men and women. Today we're doing a photo shoot. Hopefully by the end we'll have enough photos to make your dating profile, and I imagine you do all the work in saying the pickup line.
Yeah, I'll figure everything
Yeah,
out.
I know, you're good.
I'll say, damn, Shotty, you into some board games? Yeah, I gotta be like actively anti-Catan, you know?
Okay, got it.
Maybe a picture of me like lighting Catan on fire or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
good
that's
one
pretty
right
good.
there.
Yeah, I mean I could.
That includes
yeah, that's
fire.
pretty good. Yeah.
I like fire. Does that look maniacal enough?
I also have the one of you earlier when you built the table, so we can use that one.
Is there like a small one, and then you can do like size doesn't matter?
Oh, like a tiny game.
Small
That's
board
good.
game,
Yeah.
Ideal date or something like that. And it's me just like sitting there lovingly looking at you, but it's like a board game in front of us.
So I think that's plenty to go off of.
Yeah.
You want to show the camera your collection of clothes you brought today?
Oh yeah, sure.
Now it was time to photograph the rest, starting with featuring TI3.
Caught a big one today, boys. I think I gotta have like a slightly crazed.
Yeah, okay, this definitely looks pretty legit.
Oh wow, this tree is not happy. I should probably smile, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
point to it.
To get a little cold.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, this. I feel like I've hit peak man holding fish. I think I've definitely hit peak man holding fish. Oh my god, that's awesome. Look at that. That's actually sick.
That is beautiful.
We had one final photo to do at the gym.
Is it all empty?
No.
Oh, wow.
No.
Heavy,
Emptying these would have taken too long. I gotta imagine my ass is bigger than it is. Then we're good.
We can Photoshop enhance
Enhance my ass. Enhance my ass. What am I meant to tell people when I show up to? Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Pranav, representative of Shellside Incorporated. Like, what am I meant to do here? Spin this off into a career being a professional dater. There we go.
Okay, so then I edited all the photos, sent them to Pranav, then crossed my fingers. How many matches in 12 hours?
Is it 12 hours? Yeah, I think it's just over 12 hours. I have 34. So a few. So I got the classic man-holding fish content. Can't let people know my name.
No, okay.
So I got classic man-holding fish
That'd be a little
content.
hard.
I got a good bio, I think. Please play board games with me. Pretty please. I really want to play board games.
Disclaimer.
Just a little disclaimer so people don't get too salty.
Yeah,
I got me burning Catan, a
classic. Yeah, that's so dumb. Yeah.
Me.
Right.
This is my dreamy eyes.
Yeah, this is POV, me playing game against you.
Yeah. past content. I had to crop it out a little bit,
yeah.
just tasteful. You
Tasteful,
gotta leave them
tasteful,
wanting
yeah.
something, you know.
Tasteful. All right.
Matches.
About to burn Catan.
More fire.
Classic.
You know, classic. My interests down here.
Very
Catan,
good, yeah.
I had to capitulate to the masses.
Ah.
I got a few messages. I got to figure out how to respond to people. But I think my goal is to hang out with a few different people and then see if I can bring a board game and play board games with them. That's my goal. I haven't decided on the board game yet. I'm thinking Brass Birmingham.
Sorry, yeah. We'll only play the first half.
Oh yeah. Railway arrows for later.
That's for later in the day.
How it goes.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Right.
It starts with a swipe. Tinder.
We're good. So it's 2 months later, and now we're here.
2 months later, my
We're
beard
here.
is longer. I no longer have a beard.
It is in fact possible to play board games with people on Tinder. It is not optimal. That's the conclusion I've come with.
Okay, all right. That's.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're saying Meetup.com would probably be a better gamble.
My number of matches has been slowly going down. At some point, I ended up with like 140 something matches. And then I turned off Discovery so people couldn't find me anymore. It's a little overwhelming, I think. My profile was just basically, please play board games with me. Just begging for people to play board games with me. Which Ashton and I reasoned might have been maybe too desperate.
Too desperate sounding, which invites the wrong sort of messages.
Yeah, because I think of the messages that I got, probably about half of them were just too horny. Way too horny.
You don't want to deal with that.
That's not what I was there for personally. I said explicitly in my bio, I want to play board games. I responded to a few people, and then I only ended up getting to meet with like 3. And then
3 out of 140.
140.
Okay, yeah.
And okay, filter out about half of them for being horny. That's fine. So
Okay, 70.
Filter out another half because they just weren't responding. So that's like 35. Still, 4 out of 35. Odds aren't looking too good.
Let's say you go on your first date meetup thing. How does that go? How do you even start planning that?
This is a bar in downtown San Jose called Guild House. They have a lot of board games on the selection there, so I don't have to park and then walk with Frosthaven down into the area. But we'd just be chatting for a little bit, and then I'd just go, do you want to play board games? And then I'd go get a board game, and then we'd play board games for a bit. Like, that was it. That was the entire thought process. And then we chatted for a bit longer, then I left. Like, that was...
Okay,
good.
so in total, this is 2 hours, and you play 1 to 2 board games?
Yeah. We played like a few rounds of Wavelength was a good one for a lot of people because it was just kind of like chill and getting to know you.
Sure.
But see, the biggest reason that I think that like it doesn't really work for like trying to meet people to play board games is because of all of the messages that I got, I think I had like one person that mentioned a game that was more complicated than Catan, which like, you know, everyone has the right to enjoy whatever games they want. I was hoping for something a bit more intense, and I think that's not what I got. Okay, I have like one entry that I saw earlier, like going on one of these and then it being boring. So I just asked them like how the day was going, what they're interested in, ask them about like some of their own interests, and then I'll be like, so in case you haven't heard, I really like board games. Do you want to play a board game? And that was it. No, I kid you not. That like this is how every single one of them went. I'd just talk to them for a little bit, then we'd play a board game for a bit, then I'd leave. Like that was it. And most of it was just like one of us would make a move, and then we'd just be chatting with each other for like a few minutes, and then the next person would make a move, then we'd be chatting with each other for a few minutes. It's like every board gamer's worst nightmare. It wasn't much of an issue. I mean, everyone that I talked to was interesting, so I didn't mind.
So it's almost like you're going on a walk, and the board game is your walk now, and you're just like
pretty
throwing a
much,
ball or something.
Here's something that I would suggest 100%. If you are going on a date with someone, genuinely, board games are not a bad idea. Because it is really, really easy. One, if you're watching this video, be honest. If you're going on a date with someone, you want them to play board games. Like, be honest with yourself. Come on. Be for real. 2, if someone's willing to play board games with you and just sit down there, like, there's an automatic, like, icebreaker there where it's like, you know, it's like, oh, it's my turn, I'm thinking, which isn't like awkward because you're playing a board game as opposed to like just sitting there in silence. Like anytime you have a first date with someone or even a second date, like there is silence, right? Like there's awkward silence. You don't know each other for your entire lives. And it's really useful to just have something to like break that tension. You know, it just exists in front of you. Pictures were excellent. Those were immaculate, genuinely perfect.
Did people talk about them during the date or in the messages?
No one talked about
wow.
them.
Not even the fish one.
No,
wow.
not even the fish one. I was so disappointed about that.
Wow.
I mean, there were high quality pictures, so like that's the other thing. High quality pictures taken by someone that knows how to take pictures is really, really good. What else?
Fire on guitar.
That was a good one. That was a good one. That was good. I mean, you have to make fun of yourself a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Like,
right. So let's talk about like how these dates end, right? Because obviously you didn't go on a second round with any of these people.
But that was just more on my choice. I think
Okay.
I probably could have if I like said, hey, let's
Yeah.
this thing out. The one that I met with actually mentioned anything about the YouTube video, which was interesting to me. It's like a weird, like, potential accidental, like, parasocial thing that could happen. I just want to like stave that off.
Yeah. So at the end of this, did you feel like a changed man in any way?
No.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, I don't know. It was interesting to me that there are plenty of people that are willing to play board games. That at least
That
made
is
me
cool.
happy.
Yeah, because when we were growing up, I felt like I was such the minority in that way, right? Or I play with like older people.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's nice for me at least to know that like people in our age group, which for those of you that are watching is like around 25, are like genuinely interested in a lot of board games. And it's nice to be able to like even seeing Guild House in downtown San Jose where there's just board games in a bar is like pretty cool. The amount of people that I know that have like barely played a game outside of Catan and that know Gloomhaven is pretty big.
Well, that was kind of wild. Remember to donate for your free, to reimburse our member for his free dating advice here. Well, that was it. Shame we couldn't get any footage of the dates or Pranav preparing for them, but hey, I was surprised. We got quite a bit of matches and we didn't catfish anyone. So get out there if you want, but just keep playing games. If you do make a profile, don't make it as desperate sounding as us.
If I was to go on a first date with someone and they were like whipping out a board game, I'd be all for it.
Well, I mean, we're the ones making this video, so
That's
we're the
fair.
crazy
That's
ones,
fair.
I got to take pictures like Ashton. Ready?
It's like $15 a month, right? Join our shelf side dating group. Yeah,
There'll be a separate Patreon. It's like the highest tier. There's
exactly. Yeah.
Mad Lads of Cardboard and then Pranav's Horny Gang.
Yeah, he'll send you a secret POV of a date where he sneaks a GoPro into a shirt pocket while on the date so you can watch everything that's going on and take notes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not illegal.
That's
To record
gotta
people
be
without the permission.
horrible to do.
Okay, anyways, thank you to all our actual patrons over here.
Yes,
Yes.
very much.
And yeah, thank you to our Mad Lads of Cardboard. I don't know if when we'll do this again, but I guess the next time we do this, it'll have to be Pranav on the sidelines.
Are you planning on doing this again?
Maybe in a couple years. Okay, bye guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, please.
And then I'm like doing a squat.
and then I prioritize your butt in the shot.
I'm excited for the comments that are, and I quote, "Is this what Pranav's doing instead of building the next board game table? This is horrible."